My former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you are fully recovered?
How about we fight, and I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death. Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death.
ดีผลเบลด้วยครับ
Oh, you mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird. All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down. I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Move, Come on, let's get them.
Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try.
Allow me to reap your soul.
More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Of course. He threw them into the Hollow like offerings for the Exaltists. To him, those workers are just another resource, no different from the ether his company mines in the Hollow.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
The compensation you promised. It's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the Hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. It sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the Hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings. So that's why...
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything, even risk my life.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry, you'll get every dinny you were promised. But before we start, you all need to take this medicine first.
Bro, should we really be doing this already?
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them.
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before. Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the Hollow for several hours. This is essential medication. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either.
Lycon, what are you doing?
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We can't let them take them.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
I trust you.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them, even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
อยู่สองดึก
Can't remember the last... Your legs? How are they feeling?
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight. Let order and madness dance. You had a lot more aggression. Just not.
I've merely learned to control my strength.
ห้ามเท่ดีวะไอ้แบบอย่างกันแล้วนี่อาเคจิ
God damn it. Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the compassion on your face just now. You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family,
You always have a choice, if you're willing to act. All right, let's end the small talk here. Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always, a certain someone should take some lessons from you. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon.
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all.
Then, I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack. Before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Jack,
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location. Nikon, that incident back then, I didn't do it. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me. And I have more important things to do. I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So, I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I will never become like my father, like Hartman, that is enough for me.
You've changed, but I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words, and I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right, even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But I will also allow you to walk your own path. Lycon.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye.
It was just an accident, not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world like a god.
I am a god. I am my own god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make. Just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bat! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
Uncle.
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle. You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too, and I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Wise, Thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
Did you know about Hugo's plan to fake his death and everything that's been happening, Lycon?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You two sure are, close?
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Putting aside the sacrifice for now, Hartman's sacrifice core is fake. We don't know where the real one disappeared to.
The real core has always been here.
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear Proxy?
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
กลไกกระดูกมันไม่น่าออกไม่ได้
I'll take your surprised expressions as a compliment. I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed, since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead. I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something. Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
What? Can't handle it?
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first. Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
You're not taking anything from here.
Hugo, get the guards first. In position.
You just stepped into your own grave!
Prostrate you.
Fools. How irksome.
Tales for the dawn that sets the world alight.
I'll bite your throat out!
Stand still.
Not worth my time.
Say no more.
At your service. More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this will get far more troublesome.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try? Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use EOS to guide us.
Sure. I've been feeling way better these past few days, so just leave it to me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Faithins.
Yeah, but I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Wise and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, Lycon?
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
It's not about compensation. It's just... I'm still not used to us being separated in the Hollow, so I'm worried about Wise's safety. Oh, but I have no doubt in your abilities. I just haven't gotten used to it yet. This is the future I saw. Lord Pathan. I'm sorry. This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for. Leave this to me, Lord Phaethon. What's up? Yeah?
ปากซึ้งกำลังจะบา
Lord Phaethon, there might be more serum here. Stay away from me.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina?
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises. Keep your filthy hands off. There are containers by the fissure. It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you. Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options.
You are.
They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition?
Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then.
Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you, too. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness? That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything. Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope.
Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel.
No.
Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina?
Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope.
Dina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair and claim more lives.
That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal.
No one deserves to be a sacrifice.
Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope, and I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives, and I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. please. Stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
The point of no return? I passed that point ages ago.
No, Dina. You can still turn back. I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Let's take out these ethereals first. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste. Notice me, Lord Nathan. You better not get my dress dirty. Stay away from me. Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon.
Ui. Tùy.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian? You were the one who brought yourself to this point. You're saying this is all my fault. Losing my father. Losing Camille. I wish you had never come into my life. At first, when father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many exaltists. Yet father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either.
But when Father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you, that you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping Father select a person to receive the blessing, because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me. But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took Father's love from me.
It's only because of my ability that Landon...
I know, but... Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control. Of course, the same goes for fear and hatred. I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death.
Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so... why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way.
Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you, no? It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt. Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world?
I never wanted to hurt you. You were also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then.
Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Tina?
Vivian, I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian. I don't want to hate myself, so I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me. That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't. Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you. I will also hate Camille, so I won't do as she wished and start a new life. Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never, you would be
my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell.
โอ้โหผู้หญิงน่ารักกลายเป็นอะไรเนี่ยไอ้เหี้ย
Dina, soon the pain will be over. Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer. No. Get my dress dirty and you'll pay. Where are you looking?
Vivian, behind you!
Wise!
What happened?
อะไรวะอะไรวะ
Vivian!
Wise, don't come near me. This is my own choice. I will change the fate I saw.
Vivian!
I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
Vivian! Careful. Vivian, your body.
I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
No. There's got to be another way.
It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
Vivian?
ไอ้เหี้ยอะไร
No.
เปิดโหมดฮาคิด
It can't end like this.
ไอ้เหี้ยกูคนลุกกับสัตว์โอ้ยเหี้ยคนลุกจัดเลยเหี้ยอะไรวะเนี่ยอินจัดเลย
Wise. Wise. Wise, you're finally awake.
I'm at the store? I remember I was with...
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You scared me to death. Thank goodness you woke up. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, bar a couple of scratches.
Hugo sent me. Do you remember what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. I can't describe exactly what happened. I saw something blurry, but I just wanted to stop. I don't know exactly what I did, but then I lost consciousness. What happened after that?
When I let Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying there on the ground. We couldn't wake either of you. Let's put that aside for now. Do you feel any discomfort-wise?
I'm a bit dizzy, but otherwise, I'm fine. Don't worry.
Phew, that's good. You should rest for tonight. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we can discuss the details.
Okay. Sorry for worrying you, Belle. Good night.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
Things were dire, and you did what you had to. Plus, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here now.
So what happened? Wise said he saw the crystallization process start. But I didn't see anything through EOS. Hugo? Lycon? Did either of you guys see it?
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequela. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
I'm having a hard time believing that, even if it's coming from you, Lycon. It's almost like you're claiming I can manipulate etheric energy.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
A gift from our teacher? How come I never knew about it?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions. She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have. She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
Can I file a complaint about her with you if she does?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
The way you said that just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once. There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon's?
The mayor imagined you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately. But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon! Probably. At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Yep. จบแล้วเหลือเรื่อง
did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and I guess you could count him as a neighbor of mine. Is there anything special about him?
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart, like Howl.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner, and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership. Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Huh. You even know feng shui? I'm happy to hear that. But who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
Mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is my first time meeting one in real life. But what's Yunquei Summit? Any details you can give?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
So, what sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yunquei Summit. If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
Better control my abilities. That sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your craft, Shifu, you must want something in return, right?
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous matter. He's still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
คนนี้คุ้นๆจัง
Standing by. Standing by. Number 0, Anby. Standing by.
got your...
A mission? Take me along.
I'll protect you from any danger.
Please forgive me for stealing the moonlight.
Did you call me?
How can I help?